Hi again, this is Jason, and I'm just going to show you again how to wrap the dumplings because that was kind of quick, so I'll show you one more time. Again, you have your dumpling wrapper. Again, it's not quite completely circular, slightly oval. One side's longer than the other, so that's the side that you're going to bring together. Gives you a little bit more space to work with. So again, water here. I'm going to water all the way around the edges. And then put our filling in, again our pork filling. And then bring the two halves together, pinch it, and then here pleat, 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 and pleat. You don't have to put in so many pleats, but it kind of gathers the dough together and actually makes for a prettier dumpling. And then here pleat, 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 and pleat. And then you squeeze it together and you have a nice dumpling here. So I'll show you one more time. Here's one more wrapper, again with water along the edge here. And then bring it closed in half. And then pleat, 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 pleat. And one more time. Pleat, pleat, pleat. And pleat, pleat, and then you have your dumpling here. And again, if you only want to do 2 pleats on each side, that's fine. If you don't want to pleat it at all, you just fold it in a half moon and stick it together. But this is the more elegant way of shaping it, and I'll show you one final variation. If you were going to steam your dumplings, these are a slightly different wrapper that you would be using for soup dumplings. Probably a handmade wrapper, not the store-bought one, but just a simple technique. To make circular ones, you start pleating, 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 and you keep going around and around and pleating and pleating, 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 and I got a little extra filling in there, but then you end up with a nice round dumpling that you can pan fry like this, just like pot stickers, or you can put in a steamer and steam it till it's done. So there's a little extra stuff squishing out there, but we'll just put that back in, and there's a little hole in the top to let steam out, and then your soup is on the inside.